Hey guys, I'm sitting here in Nova's room. I'm getting ready to um, read to the new baby like I did Nova, except for I am a little bit different this time. I decided to start reading the children's Bible to the new baby, um, just because you never can start reading the Bible too soon. I want sometimes I still have a hard time understanding the Bible, and I had someone tell me that they read to their children while in the womb, and then, when they got out and they did the children's Bible, and now their children just kind of understand the Bible just and kind of not better than anybody, but they just understand the Bible. And I want that for my children and everything. And so I decided I was gonna start reading to this baby, which I haven't started doing it, and that is because of my human instincts and me being worried about the baby not staying. And so I kept putting it off, I guess, trying not to get too used to reading to this baby, which it wouldn't have hurt in the first place, but to each their own. And so sometimes I like to come and sit in Nova's room, and because it's peaceful for me now. It's a peaceful place now. Me and my husband had decided we wanted to make it a peaceful place, and which unfortunately we can't leave it the way it is. We can't just leave Nova's stuff in here and everything, because this is the only room in our house we have. And so, other than our bedroom, but the only other bedroom in our house that we have that we can put a baby in. And so this room will have to eventually become the new baby's nursery, which is a road that we'll have to cross when we come to it. It's something I'm not particularly ready to do, but I am at the same time. We'll probably hit that road when we decide, because we totally decide the gender of our baby. When we find out the gender of our baby, that'll be when we decide. That's what I was trying to say, decide to. That's when we will decide what to do with the room, because obviously if it's a girl, we can leave the decorations and that sort of thing in here. And obviously, as you can see, my walls are yellow, so there'll be no painting or anything. We moved in here and the walls were yellow, and we just feel like painting, so we just left it the way it was, because we're like gender neutral. We don't feel like painting. And I'm glad we didn't. I'm really glad we didn't, because if we have a boy, then it'll still be okay, and and then we'll just have to change the decorations and that sort of thing. And then we'll also have to actually start storing Nova's things that we want to store, that we want to keep just specifically for her, because there are a lot. I don't know, I don't want to say a lot, because I don't know, we haven't come to that road yet, but I plan on, if my heart's okay with it, I want to keep a lot of the girl things and give to the next girl, because would have been that decision would be a lot harder to make if she wore all of her clothes and that sort of thing, but she stayed in the hospital the whole time. So we have the things that she touched or wore or whatever in the hospital, but that's in a bag in its own, well, except for her one blanket that stays in my bedroom with her little lamb. I have a lamb that has her recorded heartbeat in it, and both of those stay in my bedroom, so that I can look at them every day. But yeah, so that'll just be a bridge that we cross when we get there. And I'm excited for this pregnancy as much as I am fearful, but I'm actually being really peaceful about it, you know. Like, I can't have full-term pregnancies. All my miscarriages that I had were so early, so I should be in the clear. The progesterone levels do scare me, but, you know, hopefully as long as I'm taking my medicine, I'm praying my levels will be fine. Which, you know, I still have to go on Friday to get my blood work done, and so, you know, I'm just trying to be as positive and peaceful as about it. I really think that this baby is going to stay. And so there's a lot of decisions that are going to have to be made. Like, do I do a C-section this pregnancy, or do I do a vaginal birth? And that is something I will have to discuss in an entirely different video, because that story, I have a curled tailbone, so it makes it kind of difficult for me to give birth. However, that had nothing to do with why my daughter passed away. And so, and I've had several doctors tell me that a C-section wouldn't have helped my daughter. So, but then I had the doctor that delivered her. She wanted to do a C-section because it made her feel better, made her feel more comfortable. And so because of that and a few other reasons, I switched doctors because, you know, I didn't want her to feel obligated to do a C-section. I didn't want her to be afraid. I don't want my doctor to be afraid. I understand they'd probably have a little bit of nervousness to an extent. But, you know, I wanted my doctor to feel comfortable. And this new doctor I am going to has been fabulous. And he said that when we get to that road of talking about what kind of birth I want to have, we'll go to it. And he said even up to, you know, almost up to the time of pushing. If I decide I want to have a C-section, then we'll go into a C-section, because he doesn't want me to be afraid. He wants me to have a peaceful birth and enjoy my birth with my child. So that's something that's going to have to be talked about on down the road, along with when we find out the gender, what to do with Nova's things. Obviously, I'm not just going to throw them away, but as in how to store them, where to put them, that sort of thing. And there's just a lot of decisions that are going to have to get made, but we will take them one step at a time. As I like to say in my blog that I write, which is also called Wife Life Doing It God's Way, death is hard, but it's not impossible. You just got to take it one step at a time, one day at a time. But so, all right, guys, I'll stop rambling on. All right, God bless and have a good day.